This is the Interscholastic Hockey League Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network. Tonight from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center in Sugar Land, Texas. It's a Week 16 South Division tilt between the Clements Ridgepoint Elkins Lightning and Memorial West. Good evening, everybody, and welcome alongside David Feliciano. This is Michael Silvers. So delighted you've elected to spend part of your Friday night with us. It is miserable outside, but inside it is plenty busy. And a matchup between CRPE and Memorial West. After a weekend off, the ISHL is back at it for Week 16. And tonight it's the third and final meeting of the season between CRPE and Memorial West as the Lightning try to salvage a game in the season series after losing the two earlier matchups, 2-1 and 3-1. Memorial West entered tonight's game off a 7-3 humbling at the hands of Fair Creek, although Austin Hill kept his point streak alive with a goal. He leads this team, Dave, with 19 goals and is second in the league in scoring.
He's definitely their go-to guy for Memorial. Averaging about 2 points a game and only a sophomore, so got a lot of career in front of him. And got some help with a good junior in Ryan Anderson and Philip Davis, the sophomore, complementing the senior Stuart Russell. Memorial West, they got some building blocks for the future.
CRPE have only won once in their last 5 games, a 6-1 victory over Seven Lakes 3 games ago, and are currently sitting at the bottom of the South Division. Their leading scorer, Stefan Kraska, has been held without a point for the last 2 games, and the Lightning need him to get going again if they want to climb up those standings. They're only 4 points out of second place in a very compact South.
They don't really have a super go-to guy, even though Krafka's a good player. They don't have a high point man either. A little bit deeper of a team in terms of who will score goals, but just not a lot of goals from 1 or 2 great players. Also a fairly young team, kind of a good mix of seniors, sophomores, and juniors. And there's a lot of parity in the South. The South traditionally not as strong as the North. Only 4 points separates second place from 5th place.
Coming up next, we will have the keys to the game, plus our goaltending matchup and more as we continue to count down to face-off here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center in Sugar Land, Texas. This is the ISHL Game of the Week.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harrison, Fort Bend counties, and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage you to call Metter Staffing Services. They have been assisting Houston area employers for over 45 years in locating all types of personnel, ranging from entry-level administrative candidates to CEOs. They also have a temporary help and contract staffing division that can supply your company with clerical, light industrial temps, engineers, accountant, programmers, and virtually every other job category to meet your employment needs. Join the Metter Staffing conversation online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and the Metter blog. Or call 713-941-0616 today. Metter Staffing. Our talent is finding yours.
Welcome back to the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Warm-up's about to be concluded. Memorial West and CRPE for the 3rd time this season. Keys to the game brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Think first.
Well, both teams know they can compete tonight. Again, this is not a strong division, and they're pretty bunched in the standings. Memorial West at 6-8-3, CRPE at 5-11-1. Either of these teams, these are the types of games, if you want to get in the top half of the division, you got to win. And the scoring is not a big part of each team. So if they can get somebody who can get a couple, maybe 3 points tonight, the depth is not there either. I only count 10 skaters for Memorial. So that's 2 lines. And maybe I think there's 12 over there for CRPE. So got to think about fatigue later in the game as well.
Clements Ridgepoint Elkins are 5-11-1, 11 points at the bottom of the South Division. Their head coach is Artie Jean, formerly of Cinco Ranch. Was actually the head coach of Cinco Ranch for a portion of last season, a longtime head coach of the Cougars before stepping away, and then he gets pulled right back in before a different team, but it doesn't look like he's here. We were told before the game that he was having trouble getting here because of the rain, and it was raining really hard. Heavy thunderstorms around the area. And for Memorial West, 6-8-3, 15 points, second in the South Division, 6 points behind Cinco Ranch, a team they'll meet on Sunday. Steven Santini is their head coach, but he is suspended for today's game. He's watching the game from the crowd, but he's not allowed to be behind the bench. He got a game misconduct last time out, a 6-1 loss, excuse me, a 7-3 loss at the hands of Fair Creek, while CRPE come in hobbling off a 6-1 defeat at the hands of the Klein Bearcats.
One good thing, Mike, when I switched from softball to hockey, there's no rainouts in hockey, which is a positive, except if you have to get here.
Yeah. Our goaltending matchup, Carter Rome, the senior, 8th in the league in goals against with a 2.73 goals against average to our left. Bobby Hundersmark, 9th in the league and a goals against average of 2.93. Hundersmark, his last time out and a start against the Woodlands in December. He had 13 saves on 16 shots and a 3-3 tie. Meanwhile, Rome stopped 32 of 39 shots in the 7-3 loss against Fair Creek. Craig Soderstrom, excuse me, Dave, is our referee. Andrew McCray and Megan Schlaff are working the lines, and we drop the puck, and this game is underway. Memorial West attacking left to right, and it's Philip Davis who has it poke checked away from him by Reed. Here's Aaron Ferguson, careens it off the boards out to center ice before it is brought back in by Seth Russell, and a long wrist shot goes over the catching glove of Bobby Hundersmark. The junior in goal for the CRPE Lightning as West swing it in deep. Played up the boards by Zach Taylor, a sophomore for CRPE. Now it's Nolan McKinnon disrupting a pass that came from Seth Russell. Swung in deep, back to play it is Mason Reed, a senior on defense. There's a long shot, they score from the half boards. William Russell's third goal of the season, and West take an early 1-0 lead.
That's a long shot, and that was almost, that could have been easily a pass to set up a play. Russell was way outside on the boards as well, tough angle, but he got good height on that slap shot, and kind of a goal they'll take. So early lead here for Memorial.
These two teams met for the first time back on October the 21st, a 2-1 victory for Memorial West. Rematch came in November of 2016, another win for Memorial West of 3-1. Played back by David Helfran, but intercepted, and the Lightning skated out to center. And here's Kraska. Plays it in deep, swung around behind the net. Kick back out to center ice. Lloyd and Frederick in a skate race. Lloyd gets to it first behind Hundersmark. Plays it out to center ice. It'll be collared there by Tommy Mullen. He shuffles it back in to the CRPE zone. Receding near boards. Watched carefully by Rachel Hill as he pitchforks it out to center ice. A turnover. Here comes Andrew Hill racing in across the offensive line. A shot goes wide. Battling for the puck with Lloyd. He wins the puck, plays it through the slot for a one-timer, and a kick save made by Hundersmark as he stops Stuart Russell, senior for Memorial West. They continue to battle in the Lightning zone. The puck deflects out to center ice with 11:10 remaining in period number 1. A 1-0 Memorial West lead. At a goal at 39 seconds in, William Russell scoring. Memorial West to ice the puck.
Dominant play early on by Memorial. Their first two lines have controlled it about 90% of the time. I don't believe CRPE's broken the red line. Only 2 shots for Memorial, but they're out skating them, Mike. They're getting to the puck. They're going between 2 and 3 defenders. Great play early on.
Face-off win. Here's Wang at right wing, taken away by Stuart Russell. Stops in his half of the ice, then turned it over at center ice. Skating with it is Taylor. He falls down. That was inadvertent, no tripping call. A little slapper that was soft by Wang, paddled away by Carter Rome. Well, he's been a stalwart in net over the last few seasons for Steven Santini, who's suspended today. Acting head coach is Nicholas Marshy. To the point now, a shot that's wide. Off the inboards, now it is Wang. Plays it from behind the net, turned over. And it'll be skated out by Spence Mullen. Ahead through center, carried to the red line by Austin Hill. He'll flip it in. Now it is Taylor behind the net. Puts on the brakes. Plays it for Ferguson. Ferguson will motor in his own end. Cut to his left, across his blue line. Reaches the red line and will skate it into the west zone. Watch there, and nice shoulder check by William Russell. Takes the puck away, turned over at the point. Reed sends it in down low. We played 3+ minutes here in the first period. 1-0 Memorial West. And they'll ice it again. Nope, Megan Schlaff decides to wave off the icing. Around the boards, careens out the center ice. There's Rajagopal poking it. But coming away with it is Tommy Mullen, a freshman for Memorial West. And the Lightning will skate from right to left. 9.5 to go. Kreska winds up a shot and fires, and a save made by Carter Rome with his right stick. That's his stick side. Here's Mullen. Watch carefully by Nolan McKinnon. Turned over, Rajagopal pokes it into the offensive zone. There's William Russell for West, plays it right in front of his bench. Tommy Mullen now. Turned over, Rajagopal flips it softly back into the west zone. Backhanded up the far boards by Lucy Buller, but Rajagopal keeps it alive at the half wing. Pokes it back, Lloyd has trouble with it. Now it's Kreska, the lefty in the right circle. Sticked away from him by Mullen behind the west goal. Rachel Hill speeds it ahead for Seth Russell. Stuart Russell, I should say. My apologies. McKinnon near boards at center. Got it by Rachel Hill, but eventually it is turned over to Stuart Russell. Back to Tommy Mullen on defense. Racing up the left wing boards through center, and he plays it in. Huntersmark watches it to his right. Rachel Hill stepping into one. A centering pass is turned over at the top of the crease. And the Lightning can't clear. We got 8:15 remaining, period number 1. A 1-0 Memorial West lead as the puck comes out to center ice. Turned over at the blue line now. Mullen. That's Spence Mullen. Canceled out by Rossetti. And Rossetti was calling for a penalty, but he never got one. Back come West. Here's Stuart Russell with a wrist shot and a glove save by Huntersmark at the top of the crease.
Much better by CRPE. The Russell and Mullen line is the best skating line for Memorial, and CRP played them much tighter than those first couple of shifts when they were dominated, and they actually got a couple of shots of Kreska.
Carter Rome made 29 saves in the first meeting, stopped 9 of 10 in the second meeting. Huntersmark made 15 saves when these two teams played in October, and Huntersmark saw 46 shots in the November meeting and made 43 saves. 7:35 to play. Puck in the Memorial West zone. They lead it 1-0 as Russell caroms it off the center boards. Andrew Hill tries a centering pass at the blue line, intercepted, well done, and back come the Lightning. Shot in by Aaron Ferguson. Gets the ricochet off, and another rebound off the initial save. He scores.
Now you follow your shot. You stayed with it. The first shot wasn't bad. It probably should have been gloved, and Ferguson followed it up and got an easy rebound. They're not the skating. They don't have the skating that Memorial West has, but if you can get a breakaway and stay with it, you'll get an easy goal. That's what Ferguson did there.
Ferguson's 10th goal of the season, 24th in the league in scoring entering week 16. Second on the team in points, coming in with 13, and back come the Lightning. Kreska fans on his shot at the top of the slot. Scott keeps it alive in the left wing corner. Plays it below the icing line. Chipped to the corner boards by William Russell as they continue to battle in the corner. Scott takes a big shot by Russell. Battle behind the net. Puck kicked out to Frederick. He'll try to skate it out of his own zone. He's pushed down by Kreska. Turned over at the Lightning blue line. Chipped off the boards. Back into the west zone. William Russell taken away. Oh, and Wang had an opportunity, and William Russell was forced to take the penalty, and he gets booked for a hook.
Yeah, Wang got free, and that was one of those, if he don't make a play, he's going to have a open goal to look at. So hooked him, and our first power play of the night. It had been a pretty clean game through half this period here, and finally a chance for CRPE.
So Russell gets the gate for hooking. Here's a Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. As the officials wait for the penalty time to be put up on the scoreboard. 6:38 left here in the first period. Time of the penalty, 6:22 of the first. It's a 1-0 Memorial West lead, and the Lightning will get their first power play. They have scored 6 goals on the power play this season, while Memorial West have scored 2 shorties. Right in front, a chance, and it is swept away after the save by Austin Hill. And Memorial West clear it down. CRPE have been outscored 22-13 in their last 5, outshot 145-58. They won their first 3 games of the season. Here's Ferguson, who tied it up. Puck kicked back to Taylor. He takes a hard slap shot and sails it wide. McKinnon with a centering pass, intercepted in the slot by Spence Mullen and sent all the way down and cleared. That kills the first 33 seconds of this power play, a 1-1 game with 6 minutes to go. Back come the Lightning, who have had a 6-game losing streak from October the 6th to November the 11th, an additional 4-game losing streak from November 18th through December 4th. Turnover, Ferguson at the blue line, poked away from him by Tommy Mullen. Now it's McKinnon, who sends it into the left wing corner. It's Ferguson peeling off Tommy Mullen behind the net. Backhand wraparound bid is stopped by Carter Rome. 53 seconds to go on the Lightning man advantage, and Memorial West will clear it down.
Pretty good power play so far for CRP, about 3 good chances.
Another opportunity as they begin a rush up the ice. Rossetti at the red line turned it over as he tried to pass. He missed it. Spence Mullen clears it again. Here comes Frederick burrowing in on the shorthand. Kraska has it in his defensive corner and races up the right wing boards. Has some trouble, turns on the Jets, poked from him by William Russell. Now it is Frederick dealing with Lloyd, far corner. Lightning with 17 seconds to go, and the play is right in front of their bench in their zone. 12 seconds to go on the power play. 3-man battle, and the Lightning dig it free with 5 to go on the power play. Coming in across the line is Kraska on his forehand. Shot save made by Carter Rome as the penalty time expires on William Russell.
Well, Kraska and Ferguson, they like to push the puck one-handed. So I guess you can get some distance on that, but there's not a lot of control, and that's something you notice about CRPE. The first half of that power play was pretty solid. Then second half, Memorial had a little bit more control.
1-1 game with 4:35 to go. Scott's shot is blocked. Ricochets into the corner. William Russell plays it around the boards to the far side as Wayne keeps it alive. Wraps it around deep. William Russell is there. Hassled by an on-rushing McKinnon. McKinnon goes down. Scott keeps it alive, left wing corner. Tries to play it back to Reed. He has to come pinching in to keep it alive in the zone. William Russell. Tommy Mullen, left defense. Banks it off the board. Davis across his blue line, out to center ice. Here's Andrew Hill. Oh, nice move. Has a chance. Finds Tommy Mullen, and a shot and a kick save made by Hundersmark.
Great play by Hill.
Winding one up, a shot blocked, ricochets right to the crease, and Hundersmark drops on it. For Clements Ridge Point Elkins, 3:51 to go in a 1-1 game.
A 2-point-a-game Hill, beautiful play. A deke and then a pass to a man right in the slot. Almost made a beautiful assist on that, but a great save by Hundersmark. I'd say it's been a pretty even game since the first 2 minutes.
Offensive zone faceoff for Memorial West, a team that won their first game and their 4th game of the season, and haven't won or lost more than 2 in a row this season, and this their 18th game of the year. They battle in the Lightning zone. Flipped out to center ice. Back come the Lightning on a 2-on-2 game. Raja Gopal joins in. She gets it on her backhand. Soft shot paddled away by Carter Rome. William Russell working against Raja Gopal. She's got Kraska in as help in the left wing corner. He swings it around to the far boards where Ferguson is there with Spence Mullen. They'll cancel each other out. Helfran on the ice for this shift. He kicks it out to center ice. Here's Rachel Hill. She ladles it for Frederick. Turned over. And here comes Taylor at his blue line before it is poked from him by Rachel Hill. 10 minutes gone by here in the first period. A 1-1 game. Reed, the captain, lays it in deep. Mullen is there. Raja Gopal, half boards. Back to the point. McKinnon has to keep it alive with his skate before it is punched out the center ice by Rachel Hill. And the Lightning will recoil. McKinnon with a one-touch pass, kicked away by Rachel Hill. But it's now Taylor racing from right to left and motoring across the line. It's Taylor on his forehand. Shot deflected over the net by William Russell. 2.5 to play. First period, a 1-1 game as Stuart Russell left it at his goal line. A shot from a tough angle, and Carter Rome makes the save. Here's Lloyd at the left point. Top of the left wing circle. Lays it down low in the slot and is cleared by Spence Mullen. This will go for icing.
Very good pressure by this line for CRPE. It's the Kraska, McKinnon, and Reed line. And they've had some pretty good success. The goalie play's been solid tonight. A lot of these shots have been up close. CRP's dying to get in the win column, and they're playing well.
Before the goal that tied things up by Aaron Ferguson, Stefan Kraska had scored the only 2 goals for CRPE against Memorial West this season. Those 2 one-goal games, the 2-1 game and then the 3-1 game. And CRPE were only able to muster a goal in each of those 2, and they were both scored by Kraska before Ferguson scored here in this first period. 1:50 to go. Back comes Philip Davis in across the offensive zone. Down low in front, they score.
And there's some traffic out in front of Hunter's Mark. Again, an initial save, and it got loose.
Philip Davis.
Yeah, and there were 2 Memorial West players down there to pick up the garbage. Those rebounds make a heck of a lot of difference. You make that initial save, you don't have to worry about it, but then you just crash the net, knock it in.
Goal comes at 11:14 of period number 1. And Philip Davis scores his 9th goal of the season, sophomore for Memorial West. Hunter's Mark had made the initial save as Stuart Russell was left all alone right in front of Bobby Hunter's Mark. The rebound was juicy, and it was Davis who was able to score. Lucy Buller at center ice near boards. Ahead for Rachel Hill. She'll shoot in. Back to play it is Zach Taylor, sophomore for the Lightning. Up the far boards, turned over at the half wing by Rachel Hill. Shot towards the net was blocked in front of Bobby's Hunter's Mark by Zach Taylor. Recoiling arm, Memorial West. Spence Mullen. Across the red line, Buller. Chip back out to center ice by the Lightning. As we come down to 1 minute remaining, as Ferguson tees up a shot and fires it wide. Near boards, kept alive at the point, Recedes. Spun into the boards by Rachel Hill. Smith goes down at center ice. Back come the Lightning as they skate right to left across the red line. Jogging over the line, here's a shot that's deflected up into the screen that came off the stick of Zach Taylor. Rachel Hill, defensively for Memorial West, put her stick down on the ice and deflected it up into the mesh.
CRPE's getting a lot of looks, but from distance. They'll take it over the blue line, then shortly after that, they'll tee it up and shoot. These are about 40 feet out, so it's hard to get a good look from that distance, but they are taking shots.
Memorial West in a recent 12-0 win over Brazos Valley, who are 0-16 this season, had 11 of their 13 skaters register a point in the game as Davis, with a slap shot, sends it wide. Out center ice, it's William Russell in his own half. Backtracks into his zone. Stuart Russell up the far boards. Lloyd keeps it at his blue line. At right defense, his outlet pass for Kraska goes too far out of the reach of Kraska. Here comes Stuart Russell with 10 seconds to go. Across the line, turned over, got it back, races across the blue line again with some stick handling through the high slot. It comes back out to center ice as it's chipped out by the Lightning. One last opportunity that came from the opposite end of the red line from William Russell. Sails wide, and that is it for period number 1. 2-1 game. This is the ISHL game of the week.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harris and Fort Bend counties and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
Second period about to get underway here from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center, a 2-1 game. Memorial West on top of CRPE.
It's a good year, Mike. Cheap Trick is in the Hall of Fame, and so is Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah, but when the car is going to get in there?
The next year. Our shots at the period, CRPE 7, Memorial West 6. Two of the goals this evening on rebounds. The first goal was a tough angle right from the boards. But the goalie play has been pretty good tonight.
William Russell tallied at 39 seconds of the first. Tying goal came from Aaron Ferguson at 5:41. The go-ahead goal to make it 2-1 for Memorial West at 11:14. Philip Davis on a rebound. Teams will switch directions. Rome to our right and Hunter's Mark to our left. Craig Soderstrom will drop the puck, and the second period is underway. Right defense Taylor after the Lightning win the faceoff. They have trouble with it at their blue line. McKinnon goes down right in front of the Memorial West bench. Andrew Hill ladles it back for an attempted dump in, but got blocked at the blue line. Spence Mullen, left wing. Andrew Hill past him. Taylor will get there first. Memorial West come charging in on the forecheck. In the corner, off the boards, past Taylor. It'll be kept alive by Andrew Hill. Takes a high shot, but comes away with the puck. Shoots and scores!
I think that's a coaching move by Memorial West. They decided to press the intense forecheck. They said, let's put the pressure on here on the defense of CRPE, and it worked. They created a turnover, and Hill, once again in the scoring column.
Austin Hill, my apologies, been calling him Andrew. His older brother's Andrew, who was a stalwart for Memorial West for many years. But the goal comes at 36 seconds, and for Austin Hill, his team-high 20th goal of the season. He is second in the league in scoring, and he has given West a 3-1 lead.
And they're pressing again.
Reed, far boards at center, turned over to Stuart Russell. William Russell, left defense now for Spence Mullen. Plays pitch and catch with William Russell. The boards at the red line. Stuart Russell tried to ladle it back to William Russell, but here comes Aaron Ferguson, has an angle. Oh, a good stick check from behind by Spence Mullen, disrupting that play. Stuart Russell right in front of the Lightning bench, plays it back to William Russell. Spence Mullen left defense, watched by Ferguson. Saucers it back to William Russell, right defense, through the legs of McKinnon to the blue line for Stuart Russell. 11:40 to play, second period. 3-1 game for Memorial West. Puck to the left circle, and it'll be chipped out by McKinnon. Shot back in by William Russell as West go for a change. Here comes Taylor striding across from left to right. Red line, blue line, Taylor, right circle, shoots. Rowe makes a save, but gives up a rebound. Goes behind the net. And it was poked there by Spence Mullen. Mullen goes down, shot from a tough angle is wide, wraps all the way around, where Philip Davis is there to kick it out to center ice. They jostle at center. Carried across the line, and it's going to be offside.
Yeah, the puck got hung up right on the blue line, and too much momentum for Memorial. Got to start this drive over.
2 minutes gone by. Memorial West have outscored their opposition in their last 5 games, 22-17, although they are 2-3 in their last 5. And they came in out shooting their opponents in that same stretch, 125-121. Austin Hill with that goal now has points in 13 of these 18 games for Memorial West. They get back on side, but it's Lloyd at left defense for the Lightning. The center past Smith. Karams back into the West zone where it is Spence Mullen. Make it Tommy Mullen up the near boards. Ahead for Austin Hill. Uses the boards and shoots in to the Lightning zone. 2.5 gone by. 3-1 Memorial West here in the second period. Turnover at the blue line. Spence Mullen has it poked away from him, and it goes all the way back into the West zone. Kraska racing for it. Turned the other way, though, by Memorial West. In a race for the puck. Comes to the top of the right wing circle, Lloyd. Now it's William Russell, a shot save. Make that Stuart Russell, and he hit the post. Back to the right point for Spence Mullen. Carries in deep, shoots that one wide of the target. Goes back out to center ice, where it is Spence Mullen. At the red line, left wing side. Cuts to his right and gains the zone. Spence Mullen, right circle, drops it back for Davis. Play was disrupted by the Lightning as Lloyd has it up the far boards. It's Kraska now, skating in his own zone. Got by the watchful forecheck of Frederick. Frederick picks the pocket of Kraska, but then turned it over at the Lightning line.
That's dangerous right there. Woo! Back pass right in front of your own goal.
George tries an outlet pass through center. Austin Hill blocked it inside the blue line. To the left wing corner, it's Frederick. Skated by Lloyd. Puck traveling along the icing line. Kick back out, nobody watching the point. And the puck deflects out to center ice. West controlling the play here in the second period. Just over 9 minutes remaining. They have an early goal at 36 seconds. Scored by Austin Hill to give them a 3-1 lead. Shot from a tough angle, and shutting the door was Huntersmark. Now a shot in front on a pass from behind the icing line. Rachel Hill denied by Huntersmark. And the Lightning just can't get it out of their zone. Another shot that went right through the goal mouth. Pinching in, Spence Mullen, left wing circle shot blockered away by Huntersmark. And the pressure is on. The Lightning finally get possession of the puck and skate it out with Kraska. The lefty drives into the corner. Tries to locate Jake Smith. Kraska turning with it off his stick. Try to get it back at the blue line, but it is skated out by Philip Davis. Comes in across. Helfrand early into the offensive zone. The play is whistled offside.
Boy, that Mullen and Russell line, they just pushed it during their shift. That little break, the period break, they able to get their win. Remember, they're down a couple players tonight. They're only going for like 2 full lines. They needed that break, and they really pushed it, and they did get an early goal in this period.
Wang and Austin Hill battling in the blue line. Ferguson takes control of the puck and will skate it behind his goal line. Banks it off the boards for Reed. Watched by Stuart Russell. Now William Russell will shoot back in on a delayed offside. From left to right, here comes Zach Taylor. Now to Aaron Ferguson. Glides right by Austin Hill. Gains the zone, shoots from distance, and an easy glove save made by Carter Roan.
You can see the difference. Memorial's getting shots about 15, 20 feet in from the corners. And CRP, again, like I said in the first period, as soon as they're over the blue line, they shoot it.
Offensive zone face-off will be controlled by Memorial West. In their own end, it's Spence Mullen. Tries to use the boards to clear the zone, and it works. Retreating is Ferguson. Left wing, shot in by Scott. William Russell will get to the puck first. Has Tommy Mullen, his defense partner, out there with him. Finds Mullen up the far boards, make it the near boards. Austin Hill drives in across the neutral zone. Backhanded pass across ice pass for Philip Davis, and it's poked away from him to the near boards. And chipped back out to center ice by CRPE's Wang. Archer Wang, a sophomore. Stuart Russell finds Philip Davis, left wing corner. Cleared back out by the Lightning to center, where it is William Russell. Gains the line, left wing side, skates into the circle on his forehand, shot sticked away by Huntersmark. Austin Hill looking for a centering pass. Kept it down in the right wing corner. Raja Gopal places it up the far boards. Here's a shot from the half wing, and it found its way to Huntersmark. He's able to stop, drop, and cover. 7:15 to play, second period, 3-1 Memorial West.
You can really see the momentum changing here. Memorial West gaining control, skating well, playmaking. They're just beating CRP to everything. And I don't know what happened to all that energy that the Lightning had at the end of that first period.
Kraska and Frederick for the faceoff. It's won by Kraska. George turns it over. Rachel Hill drops it back for a shot from the point by William Russell. It's off target. Raja Gopal Able to locate Kraska, middle of the ice. Drives into the zone. Taken away by Spence Mullen. Kraska doesn't give up on the play, but it's kicked all the way back down into the Lightning zone. Hill and George in a race. And it's Rachel Hill right in front, and a wide open shot for Alan Frederick, but his stick failed him. Buller playing catch with Frederick. Mullen back at the point, taken away, and here comes McKinnon. It's a 1-on-2. He's getting some help, and a great takeaway by William Russell. And from right to left, he gains the offensive line, shoots off target, wide to the short side. Rachel Hill, left point. Uses the board, sends into the corner for Frederick. Pushed into the glass by George. 6:15 to play, period number 2. 3-1 West. And a pass that goes to the blue line went through the legs of Spence Mullen. He races for the puck that caroms all the way down into his own end. Back comes Mullen, a rush for Memorial West. Spence Mullen, left wing, Buller. Hard off her stick. Kept alive by Stuart Russell. Pinned into the boards by Smith. Sends in deep behind the net. There's Taylor. Plays it to the corner. Where it is Stuart Russell. Keeps it alive. It's to the circle now for Buller. And she's taken down by Smith. And back come the Lightning, who escaped from left to right, trailing 3-1. Kraska, left circle on his backhand, shoots, and it's punched away. Oh, and a loose puck in front, and Smith scores. It took a weird redirection after the initial punch save by Carter Rome, and it found its way back to the top of the crease in a wide open net. Jake Smith scores to cut the lead to 3-2.
That's a couple times for Rome tonight. Makes the initial save, loses it, and CRPE's done a good job of following. That time Smith at Kraska brought it in, made the play, and Smith picked up the garbage once again. So the Lightning know if they can put it on goal, they might get a rebound.
Second goal of the season for Jake Smith. Right place, right time. Johnny on the spot. Talking with acting head coach Nicholas Marshy before the game. Says this game probably going to be a one-goal game. And right now it is a one-goal game. And a shot came from Reed from the left circle. And Rome makes the save. Gives up a little rebound, but he's able to cover it up.
I bet you half the hockey goals are rebounds. It's like a freebie. Because the goalie is focused on the initial shot. It lands at your feet, just knock it in.
Taylor for Reed. Now top of the left wing circle, McKinnon. Passes cross ice, goes through Taylor. McKinnon. Back for Ferguson, shoots, he scores!
Now CRP, they put these little rushes together. I think Rome's having a bad night, and they know that. And they're going to take advantage here, so they got 2 goals in the last minute.
Ferguson scores at 7:04, and CRPE have tied this thing up at 3.
I thought Memorial's going to run away with this if they had gotten a 4th goal, but no such thing.
Face off at center, and Kraska gets tripped up. CRPE's going back on the power play.
They don't see a penalty right off the face-off very often. That's a lucky break here for the Lightning.
Helfran will go to the box for tripping.
I mean, you're totally exposed if you're facing off and you commit a penalty.
Time of the penalty, 7:08 of period number 2. Here's a Mr. Electric power play for the Lightning, their second of the game. They're 0 for 1 tonight. Archer Wang right across the blue line. Hassled, puck comes to Kraska. Snipes one, that is partially blocked by Austin Hill. Down behind the net, a wraparound bid, a save made by Rome, and Memorial West are able to clear it down.
Good clear.
20 seconds killed already by Memorial West. Here's Raja Goppel. Middle of the ice, finds Mason Reed. Reed gains the line, drops it back. Raja Goppel, left circle. Raja Goppel skates, and she passes one that rides that goal line, but nothing gets to Carter Rome, and they score!
Raja Goppel.
Raja Goppel, as Rome had trouble, and a power play goal has given CRPE their first lead of the game. It's 4-3.
I think she snuck it in, and no one really knew it was in except her. most of the play was behind the post, and there was a big pileup, and she jammed it in. And Rome is, well, you can just tell he's frustrated. He's having a bad period. 3 goals in about 3 minutes.
And the first of the season for senior Pri Rajagopal. Well, it's Rome's show. I mean, there's nobody back in the bench as a backup goalie for Carter Rome. In fact, Andrew Chechia has barely played this season. And talking with Memorial West before the game, he doesn't really practice much, doesn't make a lot of practices, and if you're not going to practice, you're not going to play. As simple as that. So Memorial West down for the first time. They try to get back to even. They keep it alive. Mullen, left point. Blocked by Lloyd. Kept alive by Stuart Russell. Careens back out to the blue line, and Ferguson has an opportunity. Spence Mullen racing back. It's a 2-on-1. Here's Ferguson with a wrist shot saved by Rome. And I think he needed that save, Dave.
Yeah, definitely.
Backhanded back into the Lightning zone. George back defensively. Flips it, but it doesn't clear. Stuart Russell with a centering pass. Blocked by Lloyd. It comes to Austin Hill in the slot between the circles. Skated away. Still in the zone. Ladled back. Spence Mullen with a long shot softly into the breadbasket of Bobby Hundersmark. With 3:14 remaining in period number 2. A 3-goal explosion. Back to back to back for CRPE, and they've got a 4-3 lead.
Mullen didn't get good wood on that. Kind of flipped it up. Yeah, the shots are 7-4 CRPE in this period. And they were sitting on 2 for a long time, then 5 shots and 3 goals in that span.
Face off to the right of Hundersmark. Face off win for CRPE, and they get it out to neutral zone. William Russell shoots back in. Reed flips it, and Scott will get there first in the right wing corner. Scott hassled by Spence Mullen behind the net. It's a 5-man battle. Make it a 4-man battle. 3 Lightning and Spence Mullen. And it's Spence Mullen who wins that battle. Down in the slot. Puck now ricochets into the left wing corner where Spence Mullen is there to swing it around the boards. It's Rachel Hill in the other corner. She turns it over. It's Kraska before Buller has her pocket picked in the neutral zone by Mason Reed. Now it's Max Rossetti. Tries to use the boards, but it's William Russell who's right there defensively for Memorial West. Another turnover, and Kraska races in across the line. Stick handles and shoots off the tip of the glove of Carter Rum. Now a centering pass top of the crease, intercepted by William Russell. He'll backhand it all the way down to Bobby Hundersmark. And it goes across the line for icing.
Good play. Bring it all the way back the other way. And among the female players, Rajagopal's one of the better female players in the league and gets a lot of ice time as well. So they've got her way up in the rotation, and she earns it. Great player.
10:53 gone by, second period, 4-3 CRPE. They trailed in this period 3-1 before scoring 3 straight to take the 4-3 lead. Reed keeps it alive. Memorial West failed to clear it. Stuart Russell on the back check. Now Spence Mullen, make it Tommy Mullen. Races from behind his net, charges forward, and uses the glass to play it back into the Lightning zone. It's Taylor at right defense. Up the boards for Ferguson. Ferguson cuts to his left with 1:35 to go. Finds a slashing Reed, who gallops across the line, shoots, and a save made by Rome. Fought it away. He's able to find the loose puck and drop on it and get a whistle.
He's having trouble catching it tonight. He's on the puck. He can't corral it, though. Just a lot of loose pucks. Something they'll work on. But like you said, Mike, he is their guy. I mean, he's their full-time goalie, essentially.
Kraska will take the offensive zone face-off against Stuart Russell. Battle in the circle, and it's kicked to Austin Hill, who flips it out to center ice. Turned back by Reed. He'll kick it across the blue line, right wing side. Centering pass blocked by Tommy Mullen. It came right back to Reed, and Rome again couldn't find it. It's still on his crease. He finally drops on it, and he had some help from Stuart Russell.
Yeah, that went straight down, right in the 5-hole. Luckily, it didn't go in. Oh, it's getting close. What a great period for the Lightning here.
Looking to salvage a game in the season series, having lost the previous 2 meetings back in October and November. Left point Reed keeps it alive. Shoots it in deep. Wraps all the way around for Raja Gopal, played in the right wing corner. Canceled out by Austin Hill. Austin Hill trying to play it up the near boards, and he's going to skate it out, ladle it out to center ice. Across the blue line, it's Davis who's got a goal tonight. Hassled by Reed, but it falls to Austin Hill, who shoots and he scores. Tie game inside the final minute of the second period. Austin Hill scores his second of the game.
And that looked like a CRPE goal. You get a breakaway, you bring it in, and the initial shot is blocked, and Hill followed it up. And Hill's having a very good night, and that's the equalizer. Honestly, Mike, I thought we might have something like a 3-2 game tonight, but offenses have come to play.
Austin Hill, who came into this game 8-4-12 in his last 5, has scored twice, second in the league in scoring behind Ryan Hopkins of Pearland Friendswood, who entered week 16 with 15 goals and 22 helpers. At center ice with the final 35 seconds, ticking off the second period clock in a 4-4 game. Ferguson gains the zone. Ferguson wheels in the right wing circle. Carries back to the point, drops it for Taylor. Down to the half boards for Lloyd. Turned over in the slot, and it's going to be flipped up off of the steel ceiling. And a face-off that will take place now in the west zone. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, Memorial's got to be careful here. 20 seconds, and CRP's got their best line in.
Face-off in the offensive zone. Center point, George shoots, blocked by Rachel Hill. Careens in front of the Lightning bench. Final 12 seconds of period number 2, 4-4 game. Gaining the line, George. Turned over. Good steal. William Russell with the takeaway. And with 3, 2, and 1, no last shot taken. Puck was in the possession of David Helfran. Buzzer sounds. That's it for 2. This is the ISHL Game of the Week, a 4-4 game after 2.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harrison, Fort Bend counties, and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
At United Chiropractic, they believe there are many benefits from chiropractic care for your health. It can range from pain relief in your joints, back, or head to increased mobility, performance, balance, coordination, or energy. And when you come to United Chiropractic and Dr. Dino Demetrio, you can trust that they're committed to restoring you to good health. You don't have to live with less than the best health. But if you are, why not stop in and see them at United Chiropractic? They're in Pasadena at 1120 Pasadena Boulevard. Or call them for an appointment today at 713-472-1444. United Chiropractic, committed to your health.
Two periods in the books. David Feliciano, we're tied at 4.
That was a great period, and I didn't expect the Lightning to put 3 on the board back, just like that. And that kind of came out of nowhere, the way Memorial West was controlling things. But credit to the Lightning, a nice second period. But Austin Hill with the key equalizer. Now we got a great way to finish this one.
Rome to our left and Hunter's Mark to our right. Period number 3 about to get started. A 4-4 game. And away we go. Face-off win for the Lightning. It's Taylor at right defense. Lifts one for Ferguson. Ferguson across the blue line. Drops it down low. McKinnon in the left wing circle. Active stick. Finds Lloyd, who falls down on both knees. Kicks it in the circle. Kept alive on the attempted clear by Memorial West by Ferguson. Stick handles in the slot. Here comes a penalty. It's going to be on Memorial West. Hooking called.
All penalties tonight have been on Memorial West. All three of them.
Spence Mullen takes it at 24 seconds of the third.
There's been some hitting tonight, but not too bad. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just standard stuff. And as I said, just 3 penalties.
Mullen came into this game with 32 minutes spent in the penalty box. And Mr. Electric power play for the Lightning, who are 1 for 2 tonight with the man advantage. McKinnon can't keep it alive at the point. Chips off his stick and out to center. See what the Lightning do here. Pass to the blue line. West can't clear it. They come racing toward the near boards. Lloyd and Stuart Russell. Comes back to William Russell. His clear hit the hand of Reed. He's shaking it off before it is cleared. And that was on target from the defensive zone and blockered away by Hundersmark. Back to the Memorial West blue line, and William Russell clears it all the way down again. 40 seconds killed. Here's Ferguson, far boards, right in front of his bench. Cross ice pass, chipped off a Reed stick and back in to the West zone. William Russell behind the net finds Tommy Mullen in the corner. He clears it. Nope, doesn't clear, but it comes to Austin Hill. He will clear it back to the Lightning blue line. With 1 minute to go on the CRPE man advantage. Kreska gains the line. Left wing circle, shoots from a tough angle, and Carter Rome closes the door. Here comes Alan Frederick. Frederick on the shorthand across the blue line. It's 1-on-4. Frederick maintains possession of the puck before he is knocked down by Taylor. Lightning get it out to center ice. Spence Mullen make it Tommy Mullen. Ladles it back. William Russell into the center zone for Frederick on the shorthand with 30 seconds to go. Frederick takes a shot. George blocks it. Taylor from behind the net. The Lightning having trouble getting organized. Archer Wang, center circle. To the left wing for Kraska. Across the blue line. Stick checking is William Russell. Shot made the save was Rome. Rebound was given up, but nobody there for the Lightning. 10 seconds to go, and it is cleared down by Rachel Hill. Kraska gaining some speed. Right to left, he attacks. At the blue line, Wang. Archer Wang, penalty time is over. Memorial West now 2 for 3 on the kill. Wang with a centering pass that goes through the net mouth. 2:30, make it 2:40 gone by here in period number 3 in a 4-4 game. Half boards, it's Hill in the offensive zone. Canceled out by George. Wraps it behind his own net. Comes to the right wing corner. Kraska, Austin Hill, they'll cancel each other out. All the way around, penalties coming up.
Hill and one of the CRP players got a little tied up, and they're going to call it on Hill, it looks like. He's saying, how could that be?
We've got roughing.
That's 4 on Memorial tonight. Now they just finish killing a power play, and they're got to start it all up again. But that power play by the Lightning was not good. I think they got 1 shot. They have another attempt here.
4th power play brought to you by Mr. Electric for the CRPE Lightning. They're in a 4-4 tie with Memorial West. Face-off win by the Memorial West squad. In their own zone, they clear it out to center ice. Here's Reed. Reed at right defense. Finds Ferguson. Off his stick into the attacking zone, but immediately cleared by Memorial West. Stuart Russell comes in on the shorthand, gets to the puck first. Watched by George in the corner. Gives it up. Roger Goppel comes in to help. George up the boards. Out of the reach of Ferguson. Here's Tommy Mullen. He'll clear it back into the Lightning zone, but not all the way down. Poke back to center ice. McKinnon has it in the center circle. Taken away. Here comes Rachel Hill.
Good play by Hill.
Now it is Reed. 50 seconds off the power play. And Reed will glide in across the line, left wing side, top of the left wing circle, centering pass, they score! Aaron Ferguson, it's a power play goal, and CRPE take a 5-4 lead.
They forgot about Ferguson. He snuck in the backside. All the action was on the left. Ferguson followed the play on the other side of the rink, snuck in behind everybody and took the pass. And Ferguson's got a hat trick, as you said.
Yep.
Got nothing to throw, unfortunately.
Hat trick for Aaron Ferguson. Goals 10, 11, and 12 of his season have come here tonight. The Lightning have established a 1-goal lead. Here's Davis. Jostling with a pair of Lightning players, Smith and Kraska, and Davis works it across the blue line. Center point, Stuart Russell shot, that's high and wide. And it deflected, just out. Outside of the goal line. Hunter's mark was very fortunate. They battle in the Lightning zone, in the circle. Austin Hill back to Spence Mullen, tees up, fires, and a glove save by Bobby Hunter's mark.
First shot at the period for Memorial, and Hunter's mark coming up big.
Coming up next week on the ISHL Game of the Week, it's a showdown between division leaders as Fair Creek make the trip down to the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center to match up with the Cinco Ranch Cougars. Coverage gets underway at approximately 8:15 right here on the Legacy Sports Network. Spence Mullen at center ice. Right defense, William Russell. Battling with Mason Reed at center ice with 8:20 to go. Here in tonight's game, a 5-4 Lightning lead. Still at center, still they battle. Raja Gopal out of her reach. William Russell left defense now. It's Spence Mullen who glides across the blue line. Sends back. Austin Hill tees up, fires a shot. Hunter's mark makes a right pad save. Comes back to Hill, point. His shot blocked. Around to Davis, who shoots it wide of the target. Here's Spence Mullen, top of the left wing circle, hard off the stick of Andrew Hill. Make it Austin Hill, and back come the Lightning. Ahead, Ferguson working on goal number 4. Wraps around the boards, out of the reach of McKinnon, comes all the way down. Philip Davis has an angle. Taylor back defensively. Tried to get by Taylor, and he does, but the puck sails right to Bobby Hunter's mark without a shot taking place from Philip Davis.
Nice hustle, though, and Hunter's mark a smart play to put the pad down and end that one.
7:36 remaining
Shots
in regulation.
Shots 19 for the Lightning and 14 for Memorial West.
Face off to the left of Hunter's mark. Frederick and Kraska will take the draw. Megan Schlaff will drop the puck. Well, Kraska won't. He got kicked out. He takes possession of the puck, though, after the faceoff. Kraska working 1-on-2. Puck out of his reach. He falls down both knees. Got right back up in the right wing corner with a centering pass that's intercepted by William Russell. He plays it behind the goal line. Out of the reach of Spence Mullen. Kept alive by Ricidi. Battling with Alan Frederick. Now to Lloyd. Lloyd chips it to the slot. And it's William Russell who clears the zone. Now it's Rachel Hill slowly across the blue line. Lumbering. Comes back to Frederick. He shoots. Hunter's marks, makes a glove save. With 5:57 gone by period 3, a 5-4 CRPE lead.
Again, Memorial only playing of 2 lines, and they don't look like they've gotten very tired. They're hanging in there, and they're still skating hard.
George in the left wing corner. Cancels out with Rachel Hill. Frederick with a tough angle shot, sailed it wide. Hagwan and Raja Gopal battle. Raja Gopal wins that battle, finds McKinnon. McKinnon skating right to left. To the left wing for Ferguson. Across the blue line, shoots, and a glove save by Rome.
Ferguson's hungry, Mike, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Came in of 9 goals, now 12, tied for the team lead of Kraska. Ferguson is a defender as well. Might as well be another offensive player.
Offensive zone face-off for the Lightning.
If your defenseman is second in scoring, then you know you've got a great defenseman.
Stuart Russell, Stefan Kraska.
He's on left wing in this shift.
And now we have some conversation going on between referee Craig Soderstrom, Megan Schlaff, and the acting head coach for Memorial West tonight, Nicholas Marshy. The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. Face-off win by Stuart Russell. Behind the goal line is Spence Mullen. He will pitch it out to center ice off the glass. Stuart Russell ahead for Philip Davis. Racing in on Hunter's mark, shoots and scores! Sniped it from the right wing circle. He ties it at 5.
Davis almost did that a few minutes ago when he pounced on that loose puck and Hunter's mark had to bury it. Almost the same situation. One thing about Davis, he hustles. Not a big guy, but skates quickly and gets on top of things. He's just beaten his man down 2 times. And the equalizer.
Davis' second goal of the night comes at 6:34 of period number 3, and we are tied at 5.
A lot of action tonight. 10 goals.
Teams had combined for 7 in their 2 previous meetings against each other. They have combined for 10 tonight, and we're not even done. Stuart Russell shoots. Blocker save. Puck ricochets up into the breadbasket of Bobby Huntersmark. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for Memorial West with 6:13 to play in regulation.
Shots are 20 for CRPE, 17 for Memorial West.
Face off to the right of the junior netminder. And it'll be forced out by the Lightning, but brought right back in by Austin Hill. The play is whistled offside. 6:05 to go. Coming up next for CRPE, a date with Seven Lakes on Sunday at 5:15. Memorial West will get Cinco Ranch at 6:45 on Sunday.
We saw Seven Lakes a couple weeks ago.
We did. Here's Ferguson racing into the offensive zone. Shoots high and wide at the point. Sent back in deep by Reed. Kick back to the point. It's McKinnon. Tees up, shoots. That one very soft. And an easy save by Rome as Roger Koppel came slashing in looking for a rebound.
You know Rome's ready to gather these now. He's, after that second period that he'd like to forget, he's going to pounce on these as soon as they come.
Face off to the right of Rome. Won by Stuart Russell. Back to William Russell. Around the net, far boards. Taylor has it at center. At right defense. Played back into the West zone. We're at right defense. It's William Russell carrying. He's watched by the forechecking McKinnon. Up the boards for Philip Davis. Cross ice to Austin Hill. He carries the line. Tees up. Glove save Huntersmark.
Ooh.
A little extra from Austin Hill. On the captain of CRPE, Mason Reed, after the whistle with 5:23 to go. 5-5 game.
I don't want any stupid penalties at this late juncture. No penalties tonight on the Lightning. They might be trying to draw one here.
Face off to the left of Huntersmark. 5:23 to go. A win. Russell shoots and a left pad save by Huntersmark. Here's Reed. Galloping through center, middle of the pond, cuts to his left, across the blue line. Reed ahead. Oh, and a swing and a miss by Ferguson. He wanted a call, didn't get it. Takes possession of the puck, right wing circle, shoots, and a high glove save by Carter Rome.
Yeah, that was the one. Best save of the night. And Ferguson, yeah, looking for that 4th goal. Ferguson's playing a little extra gusto here. And he'll take the faceoff.
5:02 to go, 5-5 tie. Lloyd battling with Lucy Bullard. Swung around by Spence Mullen, and it'll come out to the neutral zone as George couldn't keep it alive. Got there late. Back on the Lightning and across the offensive line. Stopping just inside of it. Cutting wide to his left. Ferguson on his backhand shoots, and another high glove save. is made by Carter Rome,
Yeah.
stopping things with 4:39 to play in regulation.
Now he's on top of things. Good saves this period. We still got a lot of time here. 4.5 minutes.
CRPE made up of students that attend Clements, Ridgepoint, Elkins High Schools, maybe some other Fort Bend ISD schools around the area. Memorial West made up of students from Westside, Lamar, Bel Air, Stratford, Memorial, some other schools. A hodgepodge. Here's Spence Mullen, left to right, across the Lightning blue line. His shot deflected by George up into the screen.
Is there any NHLers who are number 88?
Eric Lindros did.
That's who it was.
As of any current NHLer,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seeing that big 88 on Mullen, I was like, where have I seen that before?
New Hall of Famer as well. We're
Yep.
talking about the Hall of
Yep.
Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Eric Lindros was
Yeah.
recently inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Take
this
away all
this
these
year.
injuries, his numbers would have been much higher.
That's right. He was concussion prone as
Yeah.
a shot from distance. Spence Mullen has shot gobbled up by Hunter's mark.
Well, the goalie's starting to go ahead.
I forget who leveled him that first game. I know it was a New Jersey Devil. I want to say it was Scott Stevens.
When you're 6'5", 240, you're going to be a target.
Center point after the faceoff win. William Russell's shot was blocked, and they race for it. McKinnon for the Lightning. Spence Mullen gets there first and backhands it out of the zone. Austin Hill to Stuart Russell. He gains the line. Lloyd back defensively, picked his pocket. Out of the reach of McKinnon. Ferguson tries to get there, but it is William Russell who shoots it. 3:45 to play in regulation. This game is tied at 5. Here's McKinnon again. Nolan McKinnon, a sophomore, 5'5", 110-pounder, soaking wet, certainly can glide on the ice. Stuart Russell, his shot blocked in the slot. Comes to the near boards, and it'll be skated out by Ferguson. He's got help. Ferguson cuts wide to his right. Across the blue line, wrist shot blocked by Spence Mullen, and it'll careen back out to center ice. Stuart Russell locates Austin Hill, skating from left to right, motors across the line, leaves it for Davis. Davis looking for a hat trick. His shot was blocked. Now it is Taylor for the Lightning. Skates behind his net. Middle of the ice. Motors across into the neutral zone. 2-on-2 developing here. Back comes Taylor. And his centering pass is behind Kraska, who is located in the slot. It comes to Philip Davis now, and he is hit by Kraska. Puck to the Lightning line. Here's Austin Hill. Hill shoots. Hunter's mark makes the save, and he stops and covers. 2:43 left. 5-5 game. Hat trick for Aaron Ferguson. 2 goals by Austin Hill. 2 goals, Philip Davis.
They're going to keep the Mullins out there. They only switched about half the lineup to Memorial. They're going to keep those speedy guys out there.
Face off is chipped just wide of the net by Rachel Hill. Centering pass, it comes to Tommy Mullen. A shot and a blocker save made by Bobby Hunter's mark. Center point Mullen. He shoots, glove save. Hunter's mark, no trouble with that one. That stops things with 2:36 left in regulation.
Memorial West turning it on. 9 shots alone in this period. The majority of them in the last few minutes. The Mullins are teeing off. Hunter's mark playing well.
Face off to the left to Bobby Hunter's mark. Frederick will take it for Memorial West against Kraska. To the half-wing boards. Comes out to Raja Gopal, who skates through center. Gains the line. Raja Gopal, right circle. Never got a shot off, but retakes possession of the puck from Tommy Mullen. Sends one towards the net. Comes to the left wing half boards. George plays it down low for Ricidi. Ricidi looking for battling Raja Gopal at the top of the crease, but it is Tommy Mullen colliding with Raja Gopal. Maintains possession of the puck, plays it up the near boards with 2:05 remaining at regulation time. Helfran drops it back for a shot by Tommy Mullen. Right pad save made by Hunter's mark. Ricochet right back to Tommy Mullen for a return shot. Hunter's mark makes another save.
He's having a heck of a period. The best thing about Hunter's mark, he covers the puck quite a bit. If he knows he can't make a play on it, just put the glove on there and take the face off. He's done that about 3-4 times this period. That's a conservative play, and you're able to have a little bit of break in the action. We have a timeout on the ice, it appears.
I think CRPE may have taken that timeout.
It's not one of our timeouts.
Artie Jean has actually made it. He's going to have a chance to talk to his team, as will Nicholas Marshy.
11 shots alone in this period for Memorial, 23 for the game, 22 for CRPE.
Should be a fun one tomorrow, or excuse me, next week as well. This one's been a whole lot of fun, a 5-5 game with 1:57 to go. Next week, we got a battle of division leaders and an 8:15 start between Fair Creek and Cinco Ranch.
Wow.
Here at the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. You definitely want to tune into that one if you can't make it here. Potentially a Justice Cup final preview.
Get to see the Fernandezes again.
Fair Creek, the leaders of the North Division with 25 points. The Woodlands hot on their trail, last year's Justice Cup champions. In fact, champions the last 2 seasons, 5-time Justice Cup champions. Nipping at their heels. Fair Creek 12-3-1. The Woodlands 10-3-3. Cy Woods with 21 points. That's where Cinco Ranch is at the top of the South Division with 21 points. Cy Woods 9-3-3. Cinco Ranch 10-3-1. And Cinco Ranch have only played 14 games. This is game number 18 for both the Lightning and Memorial West. 1:57 to go. Timeout over. Face-off in the offensive zone for Memorial West. William Russell shoots from the right point. Ricochets in the right wing corner off of Philip Davis. He battles and then loses it to Mason Reed, who skates behind the net and comes burrowing ahead. Ferguson plays it behind McKinnon. McKinnon will fire it in, but only briefly before William Russell able to kick it back out to center ice. Ooh, a high stick, and they missed it. Reed hit the helmet of Stuart Russell. Philip Davis lost at the half board. They couldn't clear the zone. Stuart Russell shot is wide to the right. And back comes CRPE. Galloping across the line, Ferguson. Pocket pick from behind by Austin Hill, but he turns it over at the red line. Skating back in. Here's Taylor. His shot never got it off. Stick was lifted by Tommy Mullen. Play back out to center. Philip Davis, center circle. Tommy Mullen spins it ahead. Lloyd will get there first and takes a hard check into the boards by Tommy Mullen in the right wing corner. Possession, though, to the Lightning in their own end. 45 seconds to go in a tie game at 5. William Russell will skate it across the Lightning line. Stick handles, right circle, shoots. Hunter's mark makes it there. Oh, it got through! They score! William Russell has potentially given Memorial West the victory.
That one squirted through. Hunter's mark thought he had it, and he crouched down, and it must have just dribbled in there. And a clutch goal for Russell. That's his second goal. He scored the first goal tonight a long time ago.
At 12:22 of the third period, and now another timeout taken.
Wow, back and forth tonight. Exciting. And multiple goal scorers on both ends.
38.2 seconds. Hunter's mark believed he had the save, but it squirted through and just got across the goal line. And now I'm sure he's pulled.
Yep.
Even with a center ice faceoff. He's sitting on the bench. And actually, Lizzie Knappenberger, his backup, is on her skates on the ice, but I'm not certain.
I think she's just giving him some space on the bench there. Yeah, they'll definitely go 6.
Well, let's see. Nope, Knappenberger's going to skate out.
Interesting. Well,
I would only think until the Lightning can establish some offensive zone time, or Artie Jean would pull her for the extra attacker.
Well, Memorial West concerted effort. 6 shots in the second period, 12 in the third. Turned on the pressure. Yeah, they're going to pull her immediately if they gain possession.
Yeah, she's about 10 feet from the top of her crease. Face off at center. It's William Russell. And he's able to careen it back into the Lightning zone with 30 seconds to go. Back is Reed. A couple of bodies falling down at center to the neutral zone. William Russell spins it all the way back in, but it's icing. So now an offensive zone faceoff comes to the Lightning in the Memorial West zone. And you would think for sure Knappenberger's going to skate because of the offensive zone faceoff. She does skate to the bench.
Now this is where it happens, Mike. 22 seconds, 6 skaters in the zone. Everybody's here.
So here we go. William Russell clears it down after the face-off win. It's going to go for another icing with 18.5 seconds to go. The Lightning need to win a draw here.
Yep. Well, they won that one. Well, I'm sorry, they lost that one, I should say. This is all on Kraska. He's got to win this face-off for the Lightning.
He'll do it against Stuart Russell. Davis couldn't clear the zone. Kept alive by Taylor. Shoots one towards Rome. It goes wide to Rome's right. 10 seconds ago, William Russell keeping it along the inboards. Still William Russell. Watched by Ferguson, and he's going to clog things up. And Memorial West are going to come away with a come-from-behind victory. 5-4 your final, and they earn the season sweep, and boy, do they earn it over CRPE tonight.
Great play by Russell. Bagged it up in the corner and stood on it, and he killed about 8 seconds right there. Smart play. And undermanned, and their coach on the sidelines, and Memorial West came in here, took a lead, fell behind, came back.
6-5 is the final score. Memorial West earned their 7th victory of the season to improve to 7-8-3. The loss dropped CRPE to 5-12-1. Back with our post-game show in just a moment. This is the ISHL Game of the Week. Final score, Memorial West 6, CRPE 5. This is the Legacy Sports Network.
The Walkup Company has a combination that few fabricators can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a seasoned workforce, high-tech equipment, and financial stability. This provides customers with the knowledge that their fabrication jobs will be done right and completed on time. Their commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has made the Walkup Company one of the premier metal fabricators in the southwestern United States. So remember, when you need metal fabrication done right and on time, use the Walkup Company. The Walkup Company Metal Fabricators proudly supports local sports.
Finding qualified candidates to staff your organization is a difficult assignment in today's job market. If this is a challenge for you, we encourage you to call Metter Staffing Services. They have been assisting Houston area employers for over 45 years in locating all types of personnel, ranging from entry-level administrative candidates to CEOs. They also have a temporary help and contract staffing division that can supply your company with clerical, light industrial temps, engineers, accountant, programmers, and virtually every other job category to meet your employment needs. Join the Metter Staffing conversation online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, and the Metter blog. Or call 713-941-0616 today. Metter Staffing. Our talent is finding yours.
First Community Credit Union reminds you to think first. Think first for all your personal and business needs. With services from savings to checking to loans, we're here for you. If you need a house, car, construction loan, or just need some extra cash, well, there's a loan for that. Come see us at one of our 14 convenient locations in the greater Houston area, or log on to fccu.org. First Community Credit Union, making a first-rate financial difference in our members' lives. Now, if we could only help our team win the game, right? First Community is open to residents and businesses of Harrison, Fort Bend counties, and Tomball, an equal housing lender backed by NCUA.
Welcome back to the ISHL Game of the Week and our post-game coverage as the Memorial West squad, led by Austin Hill, William Russell, and Philip Davis, who each scored 2 goals, come from behind to defeat the Clements Ridge Point Elkins Lightning 6-5. Michael Silvers, David Feliciano wrapping things up, and it was at 1.3-1 Memorial West in the second period. Then goals, bang, bang, bang by CRPE gave them a 4-3 lead. Memorial West would tie things up. CRPE would take a 5-4 lead before Memorial West would score the game-tying goal and then the game-winning goal, scored at 12:22 of period number 3 by William Russell to win their 7th of the year.
Well, Memorial West, their top 3 of their 4 top scores was the difference tonight. That's why these guys are out there getting a lot of time. The first lines, fast skaters, good playmakers. Hill 2 goals, Russell 2 goals, Davis 2 goals. And the key was that third period, 12 shots alone and outscoring CRPE 2-1. Second period, a little shaky in there, but Memorial West, a nice comeback win, and the Stars came out to play.
And Carter Rome had a really difficult time tracking the puck and making saves and fighting off rebounds. But in that third period, he shored things up.
Yeah, much better. 24 to 22 shots in this game, and Rome solid in that third period, as was Hundersmark. He only gave up a little dribbler in the loss.
So the win improves Memorial West's record is 7-8-3. Now 17 points, currently now 4 points behind Cinco Ranch. And they've got a date with the Cougars on Sunday night. CRPE drops to 5-12-1, and they stay down at the bottom of the division with 11 points. Next up for CRPE, Seven Lakes on Sunday. Now next week, we'll have the benefit of what we think will be the matchup between two division leaders with Bear Creek and Cinco Ranch. Of course, things could change after this weekend's action. That game is 8:15 here at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center, and a potential preview of what we may see in March in the Justice Cup Final.
Yeah, Cinco Ranch is a good program, and just basis of where we are, we do a lot of their games. We've come to know a lot of their players, and always a solid program out of the South Division. We haven't seen Fair Creek yet this year, but this will, as you said, this will give us a nice sneak preview of a probable things stay they are Justice Cup Final. And those North teams are scary. But don't forget about the Woodlands either.
That's going to wrap things up. Hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. A 6-5 final for Memorial West as they defeat CRPE tonight as part of Week 16 across the Interscholastic Hockey League. And again, next week, our matchup will feature Fair Creek and Cinco Ranch, battle of division leaders, and a start time of 8:15 here on the Legacy Sports Network. Your final score, once again, and for one final time, Memorial West 6, Clements Ridgepoint Elkins 5. For my partner David Feliciano and our entire crew, this is Michael Silver saying so long from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center here in Sugar Land, Texas. This has been a presentation of the Legacy Sports Network.